At around this time 1 year ago, a series of tweets from Twitter accounts reportedly associated with Al-Shabaab claimed responsibility for the Westgate shopping mall attack. The raid began on a Saturday at noon when gunmen sprayed bullets and lobbed grenades, killing 69 people spanning 39 nationalities. 1 year later, Kenya marks the anniversary of the horrendous Westgate ordeal. You're on Ebro Africa TV and this is our primetime news. Ahead in the program.
I lost a best friend, more like a brother.
A year later, Kenyans unite in marking 1 year anniversary since the Westgate attack.
So hii mashinani mnasema ni mashinani gani? There is no mashinani. We are all servants of the people of Kenya equally.
No competition between county and national government. Ruto warns governors on propelling a misguided propaganda.
The cause of collapse is not what I can comment on since the investigation is going on.
Nigeria building collapse. Goodluck Jonathan visits site meeting TB Joshua. Fleeing the IS, nearly 60,000 Syrians seek refuge in Turkey.
Feel the pain of every life we have lost and share your grief at our nation's loss.
Many thanks for joining us. I'm Sam Gakunyi. A commemoration ceremony to mark 1 year since the Westgate attack that left 69 people dead was held today outside the Westgate shopping mall. Families, survivors and the public gathered and lit candles to pay tribute to those who lost their lives in the horrifying attack.
It is exactly 1 year since gunmen believed to have been members of the Al-Qaeda-linked Al-Shabaab militia group attacked the Westgate shopping mall, leaving 69 people dead, hundreds...
The particular day the Westgate shopping mall was attacked is a day many would want to put behind, as many suffered post-traumatic stress and are still struggling to come to terms with what happened. While others have successfully managed to overcome the trauma, others say they are still yet to and wouldn't be able to go back to the mall. Miriam Kanyugo reports.
Moments after the Westgate Mall was attacked, march was happening, from rescuing to searching for lost loved ones, as well as securing the mall from the...
Now, the Westgate terror attack left Kenya reeling from a huge negative impact on businesses, especially those that are dependent on tourism, both directly and indirectly. A year later, Kenya is still struggling to recover from the effects of travel advisories and a series of terror attacks in different parts of the country. Here's more on the story. Nakumatt Holdings, the largest retail supermarket in East Africa, was one of the businesses hit hard by the Westgate terror attack. After the attack, people became extra cautious and shunned shopping malls. A year down the line, there are several lessons that the nation has learned or should have learned from the Westgate terror attack. Kamenagoro discussed this subject with security expert Mbijue Mwenda and filed the following report.
Exactly a year ago today, Kenya was thrown into the global limelight, exposing not only a vulnerability that most Kenyans were oblivious to, but a failure by the government in ensuring the security, comfort, and paramount safety of the population.
Away from the Westgate terror attack memorial, moving on, Deputy President William Ruto has said there is no competition between the national and the county governments on service delivery, as the two are complementing each other in the development of the country. Ruto warned leaders that competition between the two levels of government will stall development activities in the country. He was speaking during the 50th anniversary celebrations of Tomotomo Girls High School in Mathera constituency, Nyeri County.
This debate about mashinani is misplaced because The national government is spending 1,300 shillings on every primary school child in the country.
Moving on, Saudi Arabia has introduced a new Ebola screening program ahead of the annual Hajj that is expected to receive up to 3 million pilgrims from across the world, West Africa included.
Saudi Arabia introduces an Ebola screening program as the country prepares to receive.
Now, the building that collapsed, killing over 80 members of TB Joshua's congregation in Lagos last week, has triggered government investigation, and a wide array of theories are now emerging. President Goodluck Jonathan visited the site yesterday to condole with relatives. Meanwhile, TB Joshua has announced he will travel to South Africa once a month in honor of the South Africans who died in the collapse.
A week after this Christian guest house or dormitory collapsed in Lagos, killing...
A bomb blast near Egypt's foreign ministry killed 3 police officers and wounded several others today in the most serious attack in Cairo in almost 3 months. There was no any immediate claim of responsibility.
Smoke was rising and people ran after Sunday's blast along a sidewalk in the neighborhood of Bolak.
In his weekly radio address, US President Barack Obama has said that the United States and a broad coalition of nations are coming together to combat the threat posed by the Islamic State militants. His address comes a day ahead of the annual gathering of the world leaders at the UN General Assembly, where Islamic State is expected to be one of the key topics of discussion.
President Barack Obama said the world is uniting against the threat posed by the
About 60,000 Syrian Kurds have fled into Turkey as Islamic State fighters seized dozens of villages close to the border. Turkey opened its borders despite fears of terror infiltration into the country, and the police had to fire and use water cannons to disperse the swelling crowds.
They came in the thousands, the few possessions they could carry.
Up next, Michelle Morgan sits with a panelist to discuss more on 1 year later since the Westgate terror attack. From me, Sam Gakunyi, it's a good night. Many thanks for watching.